Boy, WikiLeaks has done such a number on Hillary. We need to get her some Depends so we can stop all the leakage. I mean, she's making a mess everywhere she goes. The press corps doesn't even want to come on the plane. She's spotting all over the first class seats. It's all over the leather, all over the flight deck. I mean, she's leaking all over the place. And they're not even done yet. You haven't even seen the worst of it. But I said I wasn't going to talk politics. We're gonna leave politics out of it the best that we possibly can. It's tough. This is a big race for me. As everybody knows, I'm a huge Trump supporter. I didn't hop on the Trump bandwagon the way everybody else did once he all of a sudden got the nomination, and their boy didn't. No, I was on the Trump bandwagon long before he announced his nomination on June 16th of 2015. I've been a Donald J. Trump fan for a long time. Couple reasons. Number one, I respect his business acumen. And number two, I love his sexual prowess. Boy, does he know how to grab a pussy. And he does it with such class and such nonchalantness that he's managed to dodge all these charges. And quite frankly, he should, because these women wanted their pussies grabbed. You see, in this country, you either go out and get it, or you ride on the coattails of others. And these women wanted to ride on the coattails of Donald J. Trump, so they said, here, grab my pussy. They blatantly said, go ahead, Donald, grab my pussy. There's $10,000 laying over there on the table. Nobody needs to know about it. Go ahead, cop yourself a feel. Nobody needs to. All of a sudden, many years later, now we're talking about pussy grabbing. And I'm supposed to feel sorry for these women. Give me a break. Come on, give me a break. If you fell for it, then you're stupider than I thought. This probably isn't the show for you. Turn on NPR, National Public Radio. I don't know what station to tell you to turn into because I've never heard the show. I just hear that they cater to liberals. But we're getting off topic here because we are doing a series right now. Mike Seaschultz, the Talk Radio King, on sales and closing the deal. And we're on part 2, and it's what we're talking about is the difference between a reason and an excuse. And I'll give a quick story. We're going to keep this one short. I got to get in the kitchen. I'm making a good meal tonight. I always cook. It's not that I don't trust a woman in the kitchen. It's just that all the top chefs that you see on TV, except for like a very small select few, they're all men. Let's face it. So I'm gonna go cook. But I'll tell you a story. I was like 15 years old, probably, maybe 16. I was helping my late grandmother, bless her heart, God bless her. May she rest in peace. I was helping her buy a car. She didn't know anything. She was going to get taken for a ride if she didn't have a shark like me along for the ride. And by then I was a shark. So we show up to this Kia dealership lot based on an ad that I had read in a local paper there in Phoenix, Arizona. And we sit down and believe it or not, you can get kicked off a car lot. I was totally sober. It's not like I came in obnoxious. I just came in armed verbally. And we're sitting across the negotiating table, and he's giving me one line of bullshit, and I'm giving him one line of facts, and he's giving me another line of bullshit, and I'm slowly, Socratically, methodly just cornering this cocksucker. And I finally look him straight in the eye, and I ask him a question, a telltale question. I ask him, do you know the difference between a reason and an excuse? And there's dead silence, because in sales, if you don't know, we'll cover this in another segment, the next person who speaks loses. I shut the fuck up. I'm waiting for an answer from him. He's baffled. This little young punk's gonna come. So 20 seconds goes by, and he finally concedes, says, no, what's the I said the difference between a reason and an excuse is whether they believe you or not. You see, you can give all the excuses in the world, and they actually become reasons if the other party or parties believes them. Otherwise, they're merely excuses, and the world at hand that we negotiate in every single day of our lives, 300, unless we're on a respirator or on life support, 365 days a year, 7 days a week. That's the world we operate in. That's the difference between a reason and an excuse. It's whether they believe you or not. I'm Mike C. Schultz. That's my story. I am the Talk Radio King. You heard it here first. Tune in. Keep it square. Get out, hustle, make that money. You tell that prospect who's trying to tell you he needs to go talk to his wife to grow a set of balls. You let him know the same arm I'm twisting is the same arm that's going to be patting me on the back and thanking me later. I'm Mike C. Schultz. This is the Talk Radio King.